interface where by which you can interact with the device. So we have developed a Android application and we have installed in it. So basically, once it has got two interfaces. Two interfaces are there. One is tablet one and the other one is web one within KGS. So tablet we provide to the farm facilitators, whereas web login we provide to the officers and managers who are basically that is for monitoring the project activity at the ground level. So once we start operating in the new area, we provide this tablet to the farm facilitators, and farm facilitators will go to their targeted villages. In general, each farm facilitator would be targeting 3 to 5 villages, that is around 500 to 1000 farmers basically. So they need to go to the concerned villages and they need to register the farmers information. Like you need to capture how much farms that a particular farmer is having, how many, what are the crops, what are his current crops, what is his plan like for next season, what crops that he is going to raise, the mobile number of the farmer. So all the information about the farmer, he will register it. Once he is done with, he need to go to the villages. Once he is done with the registration of farmers for that particular day, he will come back probably to his residence and he need to press a synchronize button we have provided, which will synchronize the entire information that he has keyed in into this tablet to the ICRISAT servers. Entire information will come to the central database of ICRISAT and it will get stored inside the servers of ICRISAT. The main advantage of this is if this tablet get basically it's an electronic device, it can get corrupted at any point of time, it can be lost. Even then also there is no issue. We can provide a new tablet with the empty application and he need to press the synchronize button again, entire information from the server will flow back to the tablet. So once we are done with the registration, as mentioned by Ananta, basically I am explain this is implemented in 3 locations. So I am taking the example of Bhuchetan operated areas. It is implemented in 4 districts targeting 40,000 farmers. So because you know the logic of Bhuchetana presentation is already done, I am customizing this application, customizing my presentation so that the application how it works in that Bhuchetana. So once this registration of farmers is done, our soil scientists they go to the villages and they collect the samples from the targeted villages and they will analyze in our laboratories and we will get to know what is the NPK content and macronutrient content of those particular villages. Once we get to know those things, we will get it entered through an interface. It will be fed into the central database of again into the ICRISAT servers. Once that is entered into that, it will automatically calculate based on the crop that he is going to raise. This is the existing NPK and macronutrient content and what is the existing crop requirement, what is the future crop requirement. It will give a customized fertilizer recommendations to the farmers. So with this, we are avoiding the indiscriminate usage of fertilizer and we are grouping all the 40,000 farmers, in this case, Bhuchetana case, into a community by which we can bargain with input dealers. Like we will procure all the inputs from you only, but how much cost we will provide. So what is the percentage of discount that you can provide to enter this community? We will directly procure from you only. They call it tenders basically. So from various input dealers, and because of which they got it for a lesser price. So these are the basically 2 advantages. I will show the operation of this particular thing now. So basically this is the application, Android application. Let me use my call. Let me log out from this. So I am a farm facilitator. So I would like to log into this to see information about my farmers, my targeted farmers. So I logged in. For logging into this particular application, that login credentials will be checked with the database of ICRISAT. Again, this need internet connection. There are so many ways by which this can be connected to the internet. We have basically green SIM inserted in this. That green SIM is having 3G connection, because of which we are making internet connection. If we have Wi-Fi connection, usually joint director agriculture offices used to have, they have Wi-Fi connections. So when farm facilitator visit JD office, they get connected to the local LAN of JD office and they synchronize the information that they have entered, so that information gets synchronized. So once it is entered, he will be able to see the farmers of the villages that he is targeting. You won't be able to see all the farmers, because if you can see the username is mentioned RT Kolar, that is research technician of Kolar district. He will be able to see only the farmers of his targeted village. So he can go through the farmers. We can see the any farmer. We can browse. We can see the information. This is the real data. So he is the farmer. Here, this is the information related to his farmer. If he is any farm is registered, we can see that one as well. So in case if you want to register as a farm facilitator, if you want to register a new farmer, I have a new farmer button here on the top right side corner. I can press that button and register it. You can see the location. It is clearly specifying the latitude and longitude of this particular place, because of with 3G connection this is happening. So that also we are capturing. That means we will clearly able to know farm facilitator whether he has visited particular village or not, from where he is registering. That entire thing will be captured. So data cannot be cooked by sitting at a single place. So we will reimpose that locations with Google Maps, so that we will clearly identify whether he has visited the village or not. So we can register. He can take a photograph like this. He can capture the inbuilt camera. So once that is done, you can save it. It's not clear, no problem. So it will be compressed and it will get saved into the tablet. Once we press the synchronize button here, you can see the black button there. That is synchronize button. Once you click that one, it will ask whether you wanted to do the full synchronization or partial synchronization. Partial means the single way, the synchronization will happen from tablet to the ICRISAT server. Whereas full synchronization means it will happen bidirectional. We will ask them to synchronize, to do full synchronize when we upload the fertilizer recommendations. So this is one thing. We have so many other modules in line, but for timing we have built only 3 modules. We have loaded the production practices also. Like these are the various crops that are present predominant in those particular Kolar district, and this is provided in the local language. US Raichur has provided this material. We have loaded entirely this one. This is basically static material. It won't get downloaded from the servers. So we have provided soil maps also. You see, entire this information dynamically changes depending upon that user who has logged in. Like when I log in with my username and password into Gmail or Yahoo Mail, it will show my inbox. Likewise, depending upon the farm facilitator's login, it will show the farmers of his targeted area. It will show the soil maps of his to a district to which he belongs. It will show the production practices of crops that are predominant in that particular location. So you can search for the farmer also. So once we have done the registration, I can register this one, the dummy data. Take only 1 minute. I need to select the taluk. So these are the villages that particular farm facilitator is serving. So all the villages are populated here in this particular thing. I can save it. So farmer registered successfully. Now I can do the synchronization. I can do a partial sync, so that this particular farmer which I have registered now will go to the ICRISAT server. I can show it in the server also. So synchronization successful. Let me access the web page of the server. So this is the web interface. Usually officers used to have login to this web interface. They can search for a particular farmer which I have just now saved. This is the farmer, and this is the image of the farmer which I have shot just now. So likewise synchronization will happen, and also officers can monitor how many farmers are there in a particular area, how many have took actually the recommendation from this particular application. Here you can go there. How many? If you go to the farmers report, so in each district these many number of registered farmers are there. If you see Ballari, around 1033 farmers are there. You can come down to the particular village also. You can select the taluk of Ballari. Sandur taluk is there. in that taluk, so 4 villages we are targeting as a part of this Puchetana project. So in this each village, those many number of farmers are actually registered. So these are the registered number of farmers. You can see now how many actually took the recommendation from this particular system. So in Ballari, 539 farmers took the recommendation. So you can drill down to the a particular village and you can see how many villages, how many farmers have took the recommendation. So in Bijapur Taluk, 585 farmers have took the information. If they browse for a particular farmer, it will search in the entire database basically because this is officer's login, this is admin login. It will provide all the farmers that are registered with the system, central full access to the database. Whereas if farm facilitator logs in, it will provide only partial view of the farmers which belongs to his location. So these are the basically the modules that 4 modules that we have designed for time being. So we have soil maps also here. So you can see the available boron content. You can see the maximize this one. You can see the legend. So almost entire Kolar district is deficient in boron. Only a few 2 pockets are there which are sufficient. You can see the next map. So likewise some 10 maps are there which are related to electric conductivity, sulfur, phosphorus, soil maps of that particular entire district. So apart from this, we are planning to develop a agri-business module by which we can make this product as a financially sustainable one. If you take any agricultural produce, like for example, if you take sweet orange of Nalgonda district, the farmer at which he is selling the produce at his field is around 7,000 to 9,000 rupees. Correct me, Shami, if I am incorrect. It's 7,000 to 9,000 rupees per ton. The produce at which the consumer is procuring from the supermarket is ranging from 35 rupees to 40 rupees per case. Where is the 7 rupees per case and where is the 35 rupees per case? So what we are doing is we have registered set of farmers in our application and we are targeting 10,000 consumers, basically mostly from the gated communities of Hyderabad. There are so many gated communities where 1,000 families are living in each gated community in Hyderabad. We are targeting 5 such communities. We are going there. We would like to incubate a company and that company will go to those gated communities and they register the consumers. So let us assume that that particular company procures the produce at a cost of 1670 rupees per case from farmer, where the farmer is directly getting a benefit of 6 to 7 rupees per case. That is 6,000 to 7,000 per ton. And the company may sell at a price of 28 to 30 rupees. That means he is getting a margin of 10 rupees to 12 rupees per case and the consumer is also benefited by a margin of 5 to 10 rupees per case. We are working on this model. Basically, this huge difference between the price at which farmer is selling and the consumer is procuring is so many middleman layers are there. Some 3 to 4 layers are there, starting from trader from the local village to the wholesaler to the retailer. Some 4 to 5 layers are there. We wanted to cut completely those layers by directly connecting farmers with the consumers. We are working on that module. We are already collected some 500 email addresses of a gated community. We are targeting 10 gated communities. We have identified them. Once we have those 10,000, 5,000 to 10,000 consumers in our database, we will directly connect with them. We have an inbuilt module with that. So whenever farm facilitator puts that this much produce is ready for next week, probably weekend, because consumers are most of them are software engineers. So that produce, whatever their expected produce for next week, when they enter it, it will come to our server and we have SMTP link with our email server. It will generate automatically emails by using mail merge kind of technology. It will send to the consumer's email addresses. So we are planning to incubate a company which buys the produce from the farmer and they go to these 5, 6 gated communities and they can spend for 2 hours, 3 hours during the weekends at each gated community and raise some profit out of it. Whatever the profit that they are raising, we ask them to, we will have a basically business model. We will ask them to distribute for the product development for ICRISAT basically because they would be using our servers, our resources, our tablets. So we are working basically on that model. So we'll see how much successful we will be. This is about all Krishi Jnana Sagar. we have come up with other product called Krishivani, in which we have partnered with IKSL. IKSL is again a joint venture of IFCO and Airtel. So basically here if you see the parties involved in this particular solution, ICRISAT is one party and farmers are the other one and IKSL is the third one. It's a win-win-win situation for all the parties involved. Like we got a platform free of cost for directly communicating to our farmers. Whereas farmers are getting messages free of cost, quality messages for next 27 years if I am right, without incurring any extra money. Whereas IKSL Airtel is absorbing the call cost because they are generating some revenue, they are getting new customers, they are generating some revenue out of it. It is a perfect combination where all parties are having win-win situation. We have implemented this one in Anantapur district, so in which for each new connection IKSL is giving 10 rupees for farm facilitator, because of which farm facilitators have generated 31,000 rupees in 15 working days. So obviously once the farmer procures that one, he need to call to his relatives and his friends. Basically, he need to procure recharge coupons also for those SIMs. So we are asking, our farm facilitators are selling the recharge coupons. They are procuring directly from the Airtel. They are selling the recharge coupons for which AKSL is paying around 6% as mentioned by Bharati today morning. 6.5% they are providing. That is nothing but extra revenue for the farm facilitators. And also we are providing 5 messages per day. We can generate 5 messages per day. So we used to send by email what are the messages that we wanted to communicate to the farmers. We send it by email, they record it at AKSL and they will push it to the servers, central servers which are located in Delhi. We had discussions with their officials. So if they can open their APIs, basically application programming interfaces, we will connect those APIs with our tablet-based application, so that then if an expert want to directly communicate, they can speak on this tablet, it will get recorded, and the same message can be pushed automatically without any manual interference in a single location on pilot test basis. We spoke to one Sudhakar, he's there. We spoke to him. Actually, where discussions are going on. Once that is open, we can have automation of all the entire stuff can happen. If we want to send some message like tomorrow morning, we would like to meet. We'll have a meeting of all our farming community. We can speak now, and it will get pushed by tomorrow morning automatically. So morning 3 messages we are sending, evening 2 messages, and otherwise, if AKSL doesn't absorb those costs, each call costs around 85 paisa to 1 rupee. Let us assume 1 rupee for calculation purposes. 5 messages means for each farmer we need to spend 5 rupees per day. 5,000 farmers means around 5,000 rupees per day. So if you calculate it for 1 month, it would be 1.5 lakh rupees. So that much cost is absorbed by KSL, which is beneficial to farmers. So these are the this is completely financially sustainable model. We are making this product also, okay, Krishi Janasagar also as a financially sustainable, so that they can be in operation even after the completion of project duration. Without funding also it can continue. So we are basically customizing this particular product, tablet-based application, to all other ICRISAT departments or partner organizations. If they come up with any requirement, specific requirement, we'll customize this product to them, so that they can also they can also get this operated in their operative area. That's all about these 2 products. Now we'll go to Center of Excellence. We'll stay there for 5 to 10 minutes. After that we'll discuss. Basically, Center of Excellence, you can see posters of all the technologies, ICT technologies that are developed at ICRISAT. We basically customize each product based on the client requirement. Like if you see Anantapur farmers, we go with a different kind of product, because aflatoxin problem is there in Anantapur. Ground is the major crop there. Aflatoxin problem is there. So we have customized this product to Anantapur, which fits into the aflatoxin project, which is so that it will be project activities can be executed using this particular product. So if you have any questions, please let me know here. After that, we'll move to COE. 3,000 rupees per month. For time being, they are paid by the Bhuchetana project in Karnataka. If we take Bhuchetana, we are meeting the cost honorarium of the farm facilitators from the Bhuchetana project. They are basically nothing but farmers. Among those farmers who are a little bit tech savvy and who are a little bit progressive, who wanted to interest this as an alternative income resource generation, we have provided tablets to them. Okay, if there are no questions, in Krishivani, they are providing the platform basically. They are here at Hyderabad. We contacted them. Yeah. One. Yeah. They are operating across India. They are operating across India. Anywhere they can provide the solutions. Only thing is initially we need to push IKSL green SIM initially. We need to push. Pardon? 18 states. Okay. Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, you have full coverage is there.
Any hidden charges in the process?
What is that?
Just purchasing SIM card.
SIM card costs 10 rupees, but thing is you need to pay 90 rupees initially, out of which you will get 80 rupees talk time. Farmer will get 80 rupees as a talk time. That means effective cost of the SIM is around 10 rupees. And varies from circle to, but it's around 10 rupees, 8 to 12 rupees, 13 rupees, something like that only.
Only that initial cost of SIM card. Remaining all are free services.
Remaining all are free services. Everything they are absorbing.
What about your connectivity in remote villages and all? Airtel has a maximum reach in AP. So because Reliance has a very cost of SIM also matters. When Vodafone is selling the SIM for 10 rupees, farmers would come and ask obviously to buy your SIM.
Sir, please.
Tablet cost?
It costs 28,000. 28,000 this particular model, but we are procuring a model of Micromax which costs around 8,500 with all the same facilities. 10-inch screen, and USB dongle would be there for periodical syncing. In fact, net connection is also not required because whenever they visit nearest office, if they have Wi-Fi connection, they can connect to the net. That time they can synchronize the data. Basically, it's a 10-inch. This one is Samsung Galaxy tablet, N800. It has got SIM facilities there. SD card you can put. 10-inch screen. Processor 1.6 gigahertz processor. 1.6 gigahertz. You can note down the model number like Samsung Galaxy N800. I think we can go for cheaper ones also, which cost 8,000 rupees also. It works well. Speed is what we do. We do data entry only, right? We are not going to do any intensive data applications, database applications. We are not going to do that. So small data entry operations for surveys, especially for surveys, collecting data from the field. For that purposes, this would be very, very beneficial because we are capturing the GPS location of the concerned person and we are capturing the timestamp also. Time also. So when that particular record got entered, so we can monitor how many records are entered in those particular day, how many entered in the next day, why if there is any difference, you can always inquire why that much difference is there. And I'm sure that these Android applications are going to rule for next 10 years in ICT Party area. Yes.
You told about Micromax tablet, which is possible to 8,000. Does that also have GPS capabilities and
Yes, GPS capability is there.
How is that it is available such so far? what is that?
The same thing, madam. Like mobile, this mobile costs 30,000, whereas you can buy the same mobile, Cellcon mobile for 6,000 rupees. Basically, only difference is it may work for 3 years, that may work for only 1 year. IT? Yeah, that's better because of anyhow. For every 3 years, all the products will die in. A freeware basically. We are going to install it in Angro and we'll upload all the course content into that. We're also going to provide virtual missions basically by establishing a cloud. Like in the cloud, if it is a computer science program or some other mathematics program, we can switch on the servers we switch on the virtual desktops which runs inside the mission, and those won't be shut down till the semester gets over. Once after the semester gets completed, we'll have proper second with the students. They will take all the backups, then we will shut down the virtual machines which run inside the server. You can access those machines from your laptop, tablet or mobile. So by using these combinations, we are proposing for Engineering Agriculture University. So likewise, depending upon the client, we are customizing the various products that are available with us in COE.